Hey Inquisitive Minds, this is your Inquisitive Vansari. Have you ever compared your mind to an iceberg? Or you have heard about the ID ego and superego? I think everybody of you are very well known about these words. Let's dive into the fascinating psychoanalytic theory of Sigmund Freud. So I divided this topic into some parts for our clear understanding. So the first one is the structure of psyche or mind, which we discuss now, about the concepts of conscious, subconscious and unconscious regions of our mind. The second part is a topography of a personality. Here we discuss about the concepts of ID, ego, and superego. And the third part is psychosexual developmental stages. The fourth one, last but not least, so defense mechanisms and how it works and how many types are there. What are its real applications? We will discuss that. Let's get into the topic. Sigmund Freud compared the structure of mind or psyche to an iceberg. He compared the ocean or pond or river to human mind, and the upper layer of the surface to conscious mind, and the main water bed to subconscious mind, and the bottom layer to unconscious mind. So the conscious mind just lies above the surface of the water like the tip of an iceberg, and it occupies only 1/10th of the total psyche or mental life. So the ideas, thoughts, and images that we are aware of at any moment of our mental life are said to lie within this upper layer of our mind. Means the ideas, thoughts, and perceptions you are actively thinking about or focusing at the present time. For example, right now you are watching the video, reading the text that I am writing, and listening to me, which are happening right now. So all these are running in your conscious mind. And the layer which is beneath the conscious, just beneath the conscious layer, to the just beneath this layer lies subconscious mind. Actually it acts as a bridge between conscious and unconscious layer. So it stores all the information, all the experiences, all the knowledge that you have gained from your childhood, whatever the skills you have learned, whatever the knowledge you have gained, whatever the experiences you have, all these things are stored in the subconscious mind. So this middle portion of your mind stores all types of information just beneath the surface of awareness, or which can be brought back into the consciousness at any moment's notice whenever required. For example, your home address, your childhood memories, everything are stored in your subconscious mind. So all these are not in your active thoughts until you consciously recall it from the subconscious. For example, what you ate in your breakfast yesterday. So whenever I ask you, you will recall it from the subconscious mind and respond. And below that, deepest and most mysterious part of the mind is unconscious, according to Freud. So it contains all the repressed desires, hidden memories, instincts, fears, unresolved conflicts. So inaccessible to consciousness actually. So it contents of your mind that you are actively thinking of, sensations and active experiences. Here you can see a boy is watching a video here in the internet. So while watching, his sensations are active, which are in the conscious mind, and the active experiences. So what he is reading, what he is perceiving, so everything just like a working memory, all are present in the conscious mind. So the text he is reading, the sentences, everything. Example, hot and cold, heavy and light, dark and light, all we will feel in conscious mind. And pre-conscious or subconscious mind, it acts as a bridge between consciousness and unconsciousness. So it stores information that is not actively present in your awareness, but you can brought it back to the consciousness at a moment's notice whenever required. So if you require, you can bring it back to the conscious mind. So all the informations are stored in subconscious. If you need it, you can bring it back to the consciousness. So experiences and knowledge you have gained, everything is stored in subconscious mind. Your home address, your childhood memories, your mobile number, so any other important information, everything is stored in subconscious mind. And unconscious mind, it is the deepest and the most mysterious part of your mind. So your repressed desires, for example, if you lost a loved one, any painful incident, any traumatic experience, childhood trauma, hidden memories, instincts, fears, and unresolved conflicts, so many of which related to sex and aggression are stored in unconscious mind. So accessible, actually this region is inaccessible to conscious region, but sometimes it bounces back to our conscious mind through dreams, Freudian sleeps, unexplained emotions or habits. So what are Freudian sleeps? So accidental words while talking. So through accidental words, that repressed emotions and memories will bounce back to the conscious mind. So even though all the desires, memories, instincts, fears are repressed and stored in unconscious mind, but it influences your thoughts, feelings, and behavior. So how it influences, we will watch next. So it is responsible for most of our behavior. How it is the responsible, how it responsible for most of our behavior, how it influences our thoughts, feelings, and behavior without actually we are aware of. We will discuss it later in this video. So what Freud says, so what we do and how we behave is always determined by the forces residing in our unconscious and not by the choices of the conscious mind. So he will say, so whatever we do, how we behave, it's not by the choices of the conscious mind, but by the forces residing in our unconscious mind. So let's see another example. Just like an iceberg, I created another metaphor for you for clear understanding. So all of you see the tree here. So here the tree which is here, which is above the ground, is visible to us. The trunk, the branches, the leaves. So all these represents your thoughts, feelings, actions. So the visible part of the tree which is above the ground represents your thoughts, feelings, and actions that you are fully aware of. That you are fully aware of in the present moment. Isn't it? So think about how the tree responds to sunlight and air, to the wind, just as your conscious mind responds to what's happening right now. For example, as you are watching this video and processing what I am saying, this is your conscious mind at work. Now come to the preconscious mind. This preconscious or subconscious mind is just like a soil around the roots. It is just like a soil around the roots. So what does the soil does? The soil stores the nutrients and it passes to the tree. The tree needs energy. So just like that, the subconscious mind stores memories and information. So it stores memories and information that are not in your immediate awareness but can be accessed when needed. For instance, if I ask you what you had for breakfast, you are not thinking about it before, but now you can recall it easily, just as the tree draws nutrients from the soil when it needs energy, isn't it? Now come to the unconscious mind. So unconscious mind represented by these deep roots. So you can see the deep roots here. So these roots are hidden, just like the unconscious part of your mind. It stores repressed emotions, forgotten memories, and desires you are not aware of, but they shape your thoughts and behaviors in powerful ways. So much like how the roots anchor the tree and provide nourishment, your unconscious mind influences everything above the ground, though you can't see it. See, If there are no roots, here, so there is no tree at all, isn't it? So if there is no roots, there is no tree. So just like without unconscious mind, there is no conscious mind. So according to Freud. So this is the the tree which is visible to us above the ground in describes conscious mind. The soil between the roots describes subconscious mind. And the deep roots describes unconscious mind. Now, I think you got a clarity about what is conscious, subconscious, and unconscious mind. Let us see another example here. Let us take a scenario. So a teacher aspirant waiting for notification from many years. So if you are a teacher aspirant, if you are waiting for job notification from many years, you can assume yourself. So assume yourself and find out the differences in yourself. So think about a teacher who has been waiting for years. Okay, they keep studying for exams, hoping their hard work will pay off someday. So what the conscious mind do? So they are preparing for the test, means completing the syllabus, solving problems, reading books, and staying motivated. So all these things runs in conscious mind. So sometimes subconscious mind activates just like memories of past successes and happy moments that give them strength, isn't it? And unconscious mind and emotions like frustration, so self-doubt, fear will stay hidden, effects of how they feel and act. You can observe in yourself itself if you are really a teacher aspirant who are waiting for many years. So this is how you can relate the Freud's theory to your real life. How does the information flows between these levels? So conscious to unconscious and unconscious to conscious. When we experience something emotionally overwhelming or traumatic or any traumatic experience, it might be repressed and pushed down into the unconscious. So what are the type of emotions? Any painful incident, losing a loved one, or a heartbreak, or any traumatic experience, painful incidents, all these are suppressed, all these are repressed and pushed down into the unconscious. So when these repressed emotions or experiences bounce back into the conscious, yes, when it will resurface into the conscious through dreams, so slips of the tongue means accidental words or actions are triggered by any specific similar events or emotions which already occurred in the past. So by that we already repressed some emotions. If these specific similar events occurred again, these repressed emotions or traumatic experiences bounce back into the consciousness. Let's see another example. So is there any link between the movie Manmadhu and Freud's theory? Here we know, I think everybody had watched the movie Manmadhu. Here the hero Abhiram character is was very well known to everyone. So Abhiram had faced a traumatic experience in his past. So what is the traumatic experience? We already know, isn't it? So what is the traumatic experience? He fell in love with Maheshwari, the heroine, but circumstances led to heartbreak. A painful heartbreak. This emotional pain was repressed into, so through the heartbreak it causes an emotional pain, emotionally severe pain, which was repressed into the unconscious conscious mind. So these emotional pains, the emotional pain which was repressed into his unconscious mind influences his behavior without him being fully aware. So how it influences, let's see here. So you can see his overt behavior and opinion on women and his attempts to avoid emotional pain, to avoid emotional connection with other women. So this is what visible to us in our conscious. So this is what visible to us, isn't it? This is what visible to us. So what is the reason? This is the reason. He already fell in love with someone in the past, and it causes a severe heartbreak, and that emotional pain ripples into the unconscious mind. So it is already ripples into the unconscious mind. But so what is the reason for the behavior? That means in unconscious, even the emotional pain was represented to the unconscious mind. That unconscious mind influences our thoughts and behavior. Influences our thoughts and behavior, which we are fully not aware of. And when the feelings, when the repressed emotions will bounce back into the conscious. So see here the Harika assistant manager, so by interacting with this girl through interactions and confrontations so memories of his past and its associated pain start resurfacing. So these memories were not in his immediate awareness but could be accessed when triggered by specific events and emotions, isn't it? Here the assistant manager Harika acts as a catalyst for these repressed emotions to bounce back into the consciousness, isn't it? So I think now you understand what is conscious, subconscious and unconscious of psychoanalytic theory proposed by Freud, Sigmund Freud.